Now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Great Pendragon campaign, year 43. We have with us guest once again, Zack, playing Sir Jarren.
Hello. Thanks again for having me.
And just ripping down the chain here, we'll go to Thomas real quick.
Hello, I'm Thomas. I'm not certain who I'm playing, Gordrix or Edric, but I'm
Portraits.
going to have a good time. Hello, everyone.
Mark.
Hello, I am Mark, and I will be playing Sir Edward today. And I think that's it today. We'll find out.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spoil it. We're going to focus on Goratrix, Edward, and Dallin today.
Fun. Speaking of which,
Dallin, Liam.
Oh, that's me. I'm next. Hi, I'm Liam. I'm why we're late today, and I love you all. I'm excited to play Sir Dallin.
All right, I'm excited to run this game. Let's do it. Looking forward to this. All right, so we're gonna start somewhere interesting. A lot of you have been summoned to Sarum under a decree from Count Roderick. I imagine a number of things are going through your characters' heads about this summon, and maybe we'll spend a second kind of talking about that. We're gonna let I picture this room where it's just Goratrix, Edward, and Dallin in the waiting room, like in the lobby. There's the elevator music. Not really, but you're in the lobby. You know that three of you have been summoned. There is so far no one else. You're not sure what this is about.
This summon seems awfully specific. I mean, normally I'm happy to go at the back, but this seems formal, like more formal than I'm used to. I hope it's for something good.
it never is.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. Dallin's here too, yes?
Yeah, you bet.
I wouldn't necessarily say that we should abandon all hope or be extremely optimistic, but I think we should be prepared for anything, yes?
I suppose. What should we be prepared for? There's no muster going on, not that I can think of hearing.
It's about at that point. I think there's a perfect little, in enters Lady Violet.
Ah, Lady Violet.
Ah, some of you have arrived already. Very well. Early ones, it seems.
Yes, we were summoned, it seems.
We were just discussing why that might be. It seems all of us haven't gotten specific word on what exactly this is for. Perhaps you could enlighten us?
Ah, Sir Dallin. Really happy that you've returned. We really missed you on the betrothing party.
Indeed. I've heard much from Sir Edward and especially from Sir Gortrix of you. I'm very sad that I wasn't able to travel with you.
Well, fear not, because you'll have an opportunity today.
Oh, delightful.
We ride to the royal court today in Lozenhaf County.
Oh. What's the occasion?
Well, it has to do with why we've been organized previously. You see, well, I discussed this a bit with you before, but Count Roderick's had his eye on a particular favorable match, Lady Ellen. The king announced at the Christmas court last year that she'll be available for courting. Prior to that, after her father's death, Uther had decided that it wasn't time yet. But apparently he's changed his mind.
Of course, it's good that the mourning period is over. And fortunately for everyone, including myself, we are now fully equipped, and Goratrix is going to smile at Sir Dalen. Last time was awkward for me, but you know the courts better than I do.
Oh, well, I'm sure if you did anything shy of flying without your pants, I'm sure you would have been fine.
Please
Well-
save us from ourselves.
Is that a good transition scene? Transition comment? Yeah. All right. So the rest of the betrothing company, we're gonna kind of move forward a little bit. What screen do I have you guys on right now? All right, the right one. Just gonna go ahead and switch over to widescreen here. Oh, of course, I didn't fix this. Give me 1 sec.
Dodger. But yeah,
Okay,
flying
this one
without
should be quick.
pants, no. Fighting without pants, yes.
All right, I am fixed, and we're doing things. That was a quick fix. Yay! All right. So the group here is who's gathered. So I'll go through some of the names. This is kind of news to Sir Dallin, but his mom, Lady Fleor, is here.
Mm.
Amongst many other non-knights who are part of this company heading to the royal court. Count Roderick, of course. Lady Violet, our three protagonists. Sir Gareth and Sir Merrick of
Newton Manor.
Manor.
That's
Newton.
the one I know.
Thank you. Yeah.
I know that one.
I'm not sure why I stalled on Newton, but you got it, so I appreciate that. Alad, Sir Alad, your guy. Your favorite one, do you remember who this is?
Which one?
He really likes yellow.
Oh no,
Oh
Onion.
yeah, Mr. Onion.
Yeah, Onion. Yep. This is another one of the knights that came with you. Let me just pull up his name. 1 sec here.
It was Brinley and then the other one.
Morgant.
Morgant.
Sir
Oh,
Morgant of Baverstock. So he was along with you on the ride into the forest.
Mm.
This is Sir Mig, who's currently building Tillshed and was previously on the betrothing betrothing party. He was the one that recruited you.
Yeah.
And this
The one who
guy.
press ganged us.
Why don't you all give me a recognized roll? Who talked to Lady Violet's knight last time?
Sir Dalen.
No,
It,
Perrin.
was
Oh.
it? Okay, that's
It
even
was
better.
Perrin.
So,
Yes, that's right.
So we're gonna do a recognized roll and a heraldry roll to see who this person is. To be the least. Wow.
No, it wasn't Perrin. It was Dalen because it was when they came back and it was with the ring thing.
Was it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was Dallin. Yep.
Oh, it was with the ring. You're right. It was.
Yeah, wow.
It was Dallin. Okay.
So Dallin,
so
you
I
can
get
do recognize it plus 10, like to your skill.
right on. All right.
I rolled a
Let's give us a-
19 and an 18.
Oh man.
So good.
Oh wait, sorry. Recognize. Pretty hefty failure. Heraldry. We are so close to fumbling all of these. 19 of 3.
God damn it.
Did everyone fail?
There was not a single success across all of us. Yes.
Nope.
You're just getting those out of your system, right? Yeah. So
Did you? Yeah, never mind. It would still be 19.
That's 3 19s. Jesus.
I'm gonna go as far as to say that the three of you aren't even aware. You see this knight. It's like the only knight that you can't recognize. This is the knights of that are recognized, fairly well known. None of you are familiar with this one, but he does ride with Lady Violet's colors. But he has his own coat of arms, so he must be a household knight. But from another manor somewhere.
I'm sure we learned his name before. Oh, this is going to drive me mad. This is Bellius all over again.
Yeah,
Did I speak to him?
Yeah, I think this is you just not recognizing Dallin. Like when you meet someone and you don't realize you met somebody
He seems
previously.
so yeah, he seems so familiar, but I can't place the face. No, I don't think I've met that guy.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, we're going to have to find a way.
there's no botches or anything, so I think it's just
Yeah.
he's a household knight of Lady Violet, but you can't really be like, did
Mm.
we interact with him somewhere? I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot happened that evening.
I'm certain we didn't fight a cultist with him.
You didn't actually.
Yes, I know.
Okay, perfect. Just making sure. All right, so we can go ahead and um, move this along a little bit. So
Alrighty.
the group of you are moving from Salisbury, accompanying Roderick. Um, you managed to make it to is that Tribute? Tribute? How would you pronounce that?
Let me check the stream.
This right here,
Truancy.
right?
They're
Trebian.
staying home from school.
All right,
Trebian.
Tribute, whatever it
No,
is.
no, that's
That is
fine.
the county you've made it to. You're heading up here
Oh,
where
trippy.
you're heading up to
Yeah.
Lonazep. Um, all right, so we're gonna kind of start this scene. This is like several days into the ride. Um, you've been riding at a consistent pace, but you have several pack animals with you. You have gifts for the king. You
Several
have
nobles as well.
several like the non-knight nobles accompanying. There's about 10 of them, which includes Lady Violet and Lady Fleur. Um, maybe I'll get you just to do a bit of intrigue, each of you, just to see if you pick up on anything along the way.
Hmm?
Oh
Ooh.
boy, intrigue.
Yeah,
My
intrigue. My thing.
favorite.
The worst possible success I could have gotten.
Failure.
Failure.
A
We did
bare
get
failure, but a failure nonetheless.
I
we
feel
did
like
get
we're setting a trend this evening.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
no,
mhm.
no, no. We're using up our crappy luck now, and then when the time comes, crit city, baby.
Crit City.
So
um
one success from Dalen.
I think this is interesting. So I'm gonna give maybe Dalen an opportunity to ask her in it. Like Dalen's mother has never been invited to something this formal. To be one of 10 members of the count's accompaniment would be worth glory
Mhm.
for her. Catches you. You haven't been able to drop that thought since the moment you saw her here.
Yeah. I've Dallin's learned from Edward and Gordrix that Lady Violet's pretty chill, right?
I don't know. That's maybe a question to Mark and Thomas. Like, what would Dalen?
I was kind of asking Mark and Thomas, but
Yeah,
it's hard to
Alright,
tell with voice. I can't look at them.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll let Edward's opinion go first.
okay. Edward doesn't really have that much to say. He doesn't think of much of lords or ladies, except for one lady who has captured his heart. Yeah, otherwise he doesn't have too much of an opinion. She is a lady of some renown, and
Mm.
Goratrex seems interested in her. Maybe
You're
doesn't really
feeling
know.
pretty neutralian about it. I get you.
Yeah,
I figured it'd be much worse considering how our last trip ended up.
that's true.
But yeah. Goratrix is very effulgent in his praise. She is a very proper, noble woman with a good mind for the whole political thing, which was a lifesaver on the mission that he needed to go to.
Mm. Okay, perfect. Then Dallin would like to chat with her specifically. I think. Um, if an opportunity provides, Dallin will kind of ride up alongside her and go, Lady Violet, I'm most appreciative that you thought to include me on this one. I understand I was. Well, it's good to be back.
It's good to have you. You're your graces in the court have not gone unnoticed, and it will be most welcoming to have another skilled in such things along for betrothing company. Her eyes kind of politely go to Edward and Goratrix, if only to draw a contrast from the compliment.
The other two, they are my brothers in many ways, but I think they'd be the first to admit that subtlety on such matters is not necessarily their strong suit, but they do have hearts that carry them much further than many could hope for.
Good hearts are most welcome, and I must admit what happened in Humble Creek Manor. It's good that they were both there.
Indeed. Courageous hearts on the both of them, yes. I was wondering, it seems like we have a rather unusual assortment here. My mother is here, and I am happy that she is, but I haven't had an opportunity to ask why exactly she was invited.
Well, if you must know, and don't please don't worry too much about the details here. Let's just say that your sister's hand has been a topic of late that's come to the Count. And
I
with that, he thought it proper to bring Lady Fior out into the court more proper. I recognize that she is widow at this point. Um,
yes.
it raises the station of what one might expect to have such a regal offer for marriage. And
Of
having
course.
her present and in front of the king is useful to the Count.
Hmm. Now, the language that she is using is dubious enough that she could be talking about Mother or Elizabeth, yes?
Um,
Or is the implication pretty strong that it's Mother?
Test courtesy. Or no, no, no,
Test
no.
Kurt.
Hold on.
Oh, oh.
That would be what she's doing. You can test intrigue.
Hell yes, I'm much better at one of those two things.
Watch you roll a fumble and then pull a knife. Oh, there you go.
4 out of 16 success.
Yeah. It's hard to say exactly, but you're right. There's definitely enough room
Some
there
gray area.
where, yeah.
Hmm.
There's something
Uh,
I guess what you would get is there's something she finds very amusing about the whole, whatever that might be.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Dallin will kind of laugh and go, yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was for my mother's sake or for Elizabeth's. I know I have been somewhat overprotective, but, well, the girl has been ill for some time. I believe she's getting better, but I can see why there might be some contention around the matter. But if it is for my mother's sake, then I'd be very grateful. She's a wonderful spirit and fiercely brilliant. I'm sure she would make a handsome wife for whoever would want her, especially someone of such fine station.
I think you're right there. Only time will tell. We do suffer from having your sister not at court. Really, really pains us not to see her present.
Well, I think she's present in her own way. It is somewhat difficult, but I promise you I'll send her your love.
And okay, so with that, you see ahead the group's kind of coming to a bit of a stop. Um, you you can see just the flooded like lands up ahead. It's getting marshy up here on the main road, and you
Hmm.
see that they've stopped at like a bit of a crossroads to a secondary road, and you can we'll maybe cut over to Edward and Goratrix as you're kind of riding maybe in the middle. You come across Sir Lad and Roderick talking, and Roderick's like, "Are you certain it won't Are you certain that this detour will not take us too far away from our goal? It's important that we get there in time. We must make sure that the king receives his gifts and receives our presents before any decisions are made about Lady Ellen. And at that, Sir Laud's like, I've ridden through these lands more than once in my day. I can tell you that this side road, there's a slight problem with it, of course. There is a ford. You'll have to cross it. But worry not. It's even at its highest times. I've only seen it as high as my knees. Shouldn't warrant any real trouble. And with that, Roderick's like, all right, well, if it's the flood ahead or this, we are out of options. And I think that will turn to Gortrix and Edward just to see if there's anything you want to interject with or whatever. I think Roderick's now moving over to a couple of the other knights to discuss this.
Yeah, Dallin for sure is going to say something, but I want to give the other guys a chance.
Yeah, because I think Dallin, this is kind of happening as Dallin is like still in the back a bit with Lady Violet. So like you can come into it like after a couple minutes here.
Gotcha.
Is there a problem with the road, sirs?
With that, like the Count's kind of moved on, but a lad turns to you and nods. Yeah. Yes, trouble with flooding ahead, it seems. Gotten worse and progressively worse. It's not uncommon here. I've ridden through these lands enough, and this time of season is the way it is. This side road does take us off King's Road proper, but we have a contingent of knights among us.
Indeed. Any bandit would be a fool to strike at us. I worry most for, well, if it comes to a ford. I'm not certain all of the horses are trained for such weather.
I've crossed it many a times, though it's been a few years since. I found no real trouble with it, though we did laugh at a few of the knights who tried to ride through it instead. And then he kind of makes like a splashing like noise and claps his hands together.
Oh, I can imagine. Gortrix, who was going to do that, now resolves to not.
So I take it we are moving ahead at the speed we are currently, unless we are planning to move faster through this.
Is this Edward being like, I'm getting impatient with this, with not riding like a knight? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just let's see how bad this comes out. Can you make a courtesy roll for me? If it's a fumble, then it's just like super rude the way it comes out.
I believe in you, buddy.
Let's go.
I know he's not necessarily
Edward
trying to be courteous.
So much on his journeys. Wait, no. Oh, he spent that time learning sword.
Yeah. He doesn't have courtesy.
No, that's perfect. So I think it's said exactly like how Edward just said it there. The lad just raises his brow a bit and says, "We have ladies, other members of the court with us, Sir Edward. So yes, we'll ride at the speed we're riding."
Very well then.
Why don't you make yourself useful and look after the Count's treasures? Let's ensure they get to their proper place.
Dallin kind of starts to ride up now and goes, "You wouldn't want to get your boots wet, would you, Edward?"
Indeed. With that, he kind of pulls his horse away a little bit, leaving the conversation.
I feel I missed something.
I might have too. I hear that we're fording the river?
It may become necessary with the inclement weather now. Sir Elon knows more, but he knows the land.
Well, if that be the case, then put my hands wherever you need me to make it easier.
And I feel like that comment to Sir Edward is almost like a, why don't you go to the back almost.
Yeah, exactly.
where the pack animals are, just to be clear. All right, so I'm gonna go
We
ahead.
continued the tradition of Sir Edward having a bad time.
Yeah.
Why don't I
He
get
just
you all
wants
to
bad,
test?
He doesn't want to court.
Right?
Mm.
Can I get an awareness test from the three of you?
Yes.
Finally, something I'm not terrible at.
2 successes.
Hell yeah.
That's
Successes across the board.
All right, perfect. Okay, so you begin to move towards the river. As you reach it, you can kind of see this nice it's almost like a lowland a bit where you are. You can see the crossing. It almost looks like more of a babbling brook than anything at this point, right? Doesn't look much. Elad's the first to ride out. You know, as his role, he would be like the closest thing to the king's bodyguard.
He got himself a scout.
Mm.
Elad is old though, so he takes his time, kind of rolling his body off the horse. He goes and steps in, and you see it's a bit more like deeper than you would have thought. Like it's almost up to his knee. He does so. And he says, "This shouldn't be any trouble." He says, "I think we would be best to. Um, I think if we hurry, we can help the ladies across." And he looks to the three of you. Does that like very almost like order, like giving you orders by that?
Dallon's on it. Yeah, Dallon's already moving.
Yeah. And then we can see to ourselves is kind of what he's saying.
Yeah.
So I think the knights, what this looks like, probably maybe let me check with Edward because I didn't ask. Like I didn't get Mark to chime in there. What's Edward do?
Edward himself is distancing himself from the other knights, keeping an eye out. Sorry, I blacked out for a second, so I didn't quite hear what you said.
No, it's
Basically,
okay.
he's ordering us to let's take care of the women before we go, because the babbling brook seems fine now, but might be weird later.
Okay, in which case he would be helping with that, helping to cart people across.
So I think this is like the 10 of you knights
Mhm.
all getting on. Well, 9 because Roderick doesn't do this. Roderick will take his own. Roderick will take his own horse with him across at the same time as them, right? So the knights from Salisbury are helping the non-knights basically cross the river. No one's gonna, like a champion, try and ride across on the horse. Just check in. That's
Well,
no longer.
Gotrix is going to help the people. Like, I mean, if it were by himself or he were with friends, sure, he'd try a daredevil thing. But yes, he's helping the people across.
Yeah, I think it's very much this is neither the time nor place for something like that.
Can you imagine? He just goes, enough talk. Let's do this, Leroy.
Okay. So you begin to go through the river proper, and as a lot of you begin to go, you kind of this awareness roll. We're going to go back to it right now. You start to get just an odd feeling about this position. You see, like as you get closer to the other side of the river, you see that there's a large set of rocks, like really like boulders, right? They look very naturally placed, so it wasn't worrying you, but your tactics, your battle is starting to come out of you now, and you're like,
I was just thinking that we were split up and having trouble with a bunch of civilians over the river. Like, I was just thinking that. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think there's probably a point where Edward would look to it and then look over to Goratrix and to Sir Dalen, and then kind of narrow his eyes slightly.
Dallin's already noticed it as well. Where's the Count and where's Mother?
Roger that. So we're going to go into an ish as a number of bandits, some of them very Saxon looking, leap out.
Saxons,
and I'm not naked this time.
No, you know what? This is too easy. There's no way this is actual Saxons. They would have no Roderick. They wouldn't know where Roderick was going at the time. This is a fucking fuck.
All right. So We're gonna switch some battle music here. Let's do that.
Hell yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Yep.
Dun, dun,
Keep it
dun.
going. We need that till we get to the right thing.
Do-do-do.
I'm pretty sure we're just picking
Do-do-do.
every theme other than
Do-
battle music.
Yep. Yep.
Bum
I
bum
want
bum
to.
bum bum
Can
bum
we
bum bum
do-
bum bum bum
Oh.
bum bum
Bum,
bum.
bum, 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 bum.
Oh god, I had a DM that played that exact tune non-stop every combat for a year.
The
It
important part
was-
is you're not triggered by
I no my go-to right now. I mean, I don't really use it, but my like head canon of my favorite combat music is the freaking Metal Gear Solid, like the main
Oh,
art
yeah.
theme, and then Snake Eater instrumental. It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Snake Eater instrumental isn't great for battle, like in my mind.
You'd be surprised.
I mean,
There's no lyrics. You'd be surprised. It's got some highs in there. It's got that like ba
it's
ba
true.
ba.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. I used to do
Yeah.
It's very like James Bond.
It's very.
like
It is. It's based off of a James Bond song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it wouldn't be like during a battle. It would be like at the end, like climbing the ladder to Snake
Yeah.
Eater. That's perfect.
Yeah, it fits.
But like if it was say Raiden fighting Senator Armstrong, it would.
Yeah.
I think
work
that
as-
could work. Like I played I used to play a lot of MGO, you know, Metal Gear Online for when that was still really a thing. And I would do one-on-ones with my buddy to Snake Eater, and it was cinematic as fuck. It was great combat music. You'd be surprised.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna pull us back into the scene here.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm gonna get each of you to test awareness again. You
got
can
me talking about
add
Metal Gear.
1+1 to your awareness test.
Ooh, +1.
One?
So generous.
One
Ooh.
whole one.
One whole point.
Oh,
Oh,
oh man.
I failed.
Okay.
That 1 point didn't help me at all.
Okay. So this is just kind of over. This determines kind of where you are in placement. I think this might look like for Edward, it might just be proximity. Maybe he got a bit more on the defensive side.
I mean, it could be like he's like midway through helping someone when he realized it, and he has to quickly like
Okay.
push them back.
But it's
Get in the
more.
way.
Yeah, I think it's so. We'll go through the list here.
Alright.
1 sec. Just gonna make one roll. Actually, we're gonna get you guys to roll. Give me a 1d2 roll, Thomas and Liam.
Go.
1.
One.
Also 1.
A lot of ones.
Lots of ones today.
Yeah. If these were Dungeons and Dragons, we'd be dead.
Okay, so you notice a few things. Is this basically turns into absolute chaos, and you find yourselves outnumbered by the sheer number of people. Not just the people behind the rocks, but you see from the other side, from the clearing on the other side, you see a number of cavalrymen moving towards the water as well.
Saxon cavalrymen?
Nope, Saxons and cavalrymen.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It's a fucking trap.
We
So
got this.
what this looks like is for both Liam and Thomas, your characters will be facing a Saxon.
All right.
And that Saxon will be trying to hurt you. Poor Edward finds himself stuck between 3 Saxons trying to harm him. That's right.
That's not great.
Just the positioning. I figure
Mhm.
you know where Edward is. Edward's right by the Count when this happens. That's what
Oh,
this looks like. He's like, no, I'm. So he kind of moves forward because he has a bad feeling about it, and then out comes a. All right, so we're gonna go into testing. You're competing against Saxons, so they have an axe. So you're gonna roll, and then you're gonna roll a d6 after you attack to see how many. If your
After
shield,
they hit us.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, all right.
let's
Getting
maybe
attacked by
describe
multiple-
what you're doing too. So
Are
start
we
with
on a
you.
horse or are we not?
You've chosen not to
We
from
were
the
not on
description.
Yeah.
horses.
Not only that, I imagine the horses are behind, like not in the water, because you were going to cross with the ladies first.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're like in a really not this is a full scale ambush. That's what this is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like most of these people didn't have horses anyway. It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
I have a quick question about mechanics. If
Yep.
Edward is attacked by 3 people,
Mhm.
do they all roll swords against his rolling of swords?
They all roll axe against his roll of sword, yes. And
Okay, perfect. So
but
long as
he
it
has to
doesn't.
choose.
Yeah.
He has to choose which one he's going to attack.
Which one I'm attacking?
Okay, got you.
I believe I get defense against all of them. I just can only attack. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's kind of what. So hold on, because that's a really good question. Because
Hmm.
you know what? I'm not sure that's the case. I don't think your shield's going to apply for 2 of the 3. Would it?
Hmm.
Let
But
me.
the question would be if I get a defense or not.
Yeah,
Because
if
that's
he
what I'm
rolls
worried about.
against.
Well, defense in this game is literally just do you get to contest a
Yeah.
roll? And you
Well, I
can't.
guess. Okay,
Is there
so
a
it'd
shield
be
skill? There's not a shield skill.
no, there isn't. So I'd be rolling sword because it'd be like parrying. So I guess unless I can damage, no, that wouldn't make any sense.
You can only damage 1. I know that much.
Yeah, I can only damage 1. I guess it'd just be I just roll to see if I can defend against, and if I succeed, I take no damage.
I think we'll take a quick moment here and see, because it's like one of those learning opportunities. Someone else might have, they're 15 sessions into this, and
Yeah, I think we had
Indeed.
it come up once before, but it wasn't.
Yeah, with the Saxons as well. Combined fighting multiple opponents. More than one opponent may attack a character at a time, up to 3 footmen, 2 men, 1 man, and 2 on foot. Defenders may ignore some or all attackers who get a free unopposed attack, or fight as many attackers as they wish by dividing their combat skill among them.
oof.
Oh, that's rough. Ooh.
Yes. But yeah, that's how fighting multiple people is in real life.
Yeah, you
That's
get
Having
your
done SCA, it sucks if anyone more than one person is hitting you.
you get your armor no matter what. This would just be whether or not you
Yeah.
choose to try and harm
Yeah.
more than one basically, and get to apply your shield. But shields
and
aren't
get
as
to
good
defend
against shields aren't as good against an axe. Just as a warning, like you
They're
have to
still
roll a
good.
d,
Yeah.
but you might get a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this game, it's a d6 to see if the shield's going to work. If you roll
First
a
of all, how
1,
does dividing work? Does it straight up divide the number? So,
For
like,
example,
it'd be a third of my skill?
For example, if your sword skill is 18 and you are fighting 2 opponents, you could give one a sword of 8, you could give one a sword of 10. And you'd roll the d20 to try and hit that 8 and one to hit that 10.
Interesting.
why don't we give Edward a moment to think? Because I think he's got the most complicated scenario out of the 3, and we'll go to Goratrix first.
Gotcha. Goratrix will, drawing his sword from his side, shield was already, in position. He's just going to try and body this guy and hit him with a sword, so he can free himself up to go and help Edward and the rest of the group.
Sounds like a reasonable plan. Why don't you give me the roll? See how this goes.
Absolutely. I am going to strike with sword. Oh, God. The worst of successes I could get. 2 of 19.
Yeah, it's rough.
Hey!
Hey!
Your luck, Thomas.
Your luck.
Yeah, fucking kills me every time.
Thank you. I do my best.
You can go ahead and do the damage here.
Alrighty. Taking the sword and just 23 damage.
23, and basic armor does get the shield.
Does he have a shield?
He does.
Gotcha.
He's got a shield and an axe. And a lot of the Saxons do, just for thematics, a lot of them carry the round, almost like Viking-looking shields.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see here. I'm just doing the math. Sorry. Late.
Oh, good.
23 minute. Was it 10 for armor, right? And then shield is 6?
Depends on his armor, yes.
Right. That's fair. Let me just check, actually.
Because yeah, if he's wearing chainmail with a heater shield, then yes, it would be 16.
Oh, it's got it right here. So he's only got armor 6.
Gotcha.
And then plus shield. So because he did succeed, he'll take 11. If you want to just track that, Thomas, real quick. Just for yourself,
Yes.
in your head, kind of thing.
I will.
Awesome. And then we're gonna go to Dallin next.
Dallin
These
time.
people have the worst timing.
So can I be aware of how Roderick and my mother are doing right this moment before I do any decisions here? It is okay if I cannot. Focus on fighting is okay.
You're fighting. I will give
Fighting
you
it
if you want to. I'll give you a little thing here. If you want to test awareness and your sword skill, you'll be doing both at half.
Yeah, not really worth it.
Okay.
I know you're gonna use that against me for tragedy, but it's okay. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay.
All right. So sword. I'm gonna roll sword to sword him, please.
Yep.
Sword
no
him out.
modifier. Bada boom. Not a great success. Ha!
Better than him by one.
Speaking of luck,
man,
yeah.
we're kicking butt.
All right.
All right, cool. And then I roll my Dallin damage.
Yeah.
Talent damage.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
That's 3
What was that?
ones. 3 ones and 2 twos.
That could have been worse, but not by much.
Not by
by much
by
at
2. It
all.
could have been worse by 2.
I think I just slapped him on the butt. I don't think I.
I got so surprised
That's like
as I left the Discord room.
that was the most pathetic outcome I think we've seen so far. The swing is good, but man, does it just not connect? It's not even enough. It just barely goes goes through the armor and requires a shield at all for one damage. So 0 damage basically is what I'm getting at. But you managed to avoid. You know what this might look like? It might look like the Saxon's axe being embedded right in your shield as you're swinging out too, and you're just not able to commit to the swing as much. You landed true, but you couldn't put your weight behind it, and you couldn't really
I
follow
landed
through.
true. Yeah, I landed true, but I couldn't go blue. I understand.
Exactly. All right, so we're into round 2. Or no, we're not. We're into Edward. So
Still
I usually count top to bottom on the screen and
Yeah.
marks the middle guy. All right.
I think it is time, guys.
activate.
Edward is gonna roll for races.
Yes.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's
Please
see
don't
how the
fumble
hate
this.
Saxons works.
Let's see. It's like a small chance that he has so much hatred he has an aneurysm and falls over. Success!
Yes.
All right.
He's impassioned.
Perfect. You know how that works, so you can go ahead and now you got to decide what you're doing next.
I'm going to split sword between 2 of the opponents, and allow one of them to just hit me, I guess.
Okay, so first 2 you're gonna contest. Third one is uncontested. Is that the plan?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. All right, first one I will be using. I'm going to do something. I'm going to split it 10-10 both ways because I get a +5 because of impassioned.
Right.
So my goal is 15. So I do -5 is the total modifier.
Is it a +5 or a +10?
Actually, what is it for
What level are you at?
17?
Do I have that readily available? Let me see.
I thought it's 18 for it to level up.
I think 18's the level up. Yep.
I think
Pretty
so.
sure. Yeah, we're gonna make the call right now. Maybe I'll get
Right.
Thomas to see if he can locate.
Yeah, plus 10 modifier.
Plus 10?
Oh, is it for 17?
It just says standard passion roll results.
That doesn't sound
Oh
right.
yeah, that's not in the book. We have the reason the 6th edition one. Remember where it varies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
right.
surprised you didn't
Understood.
go with. I'm surprised you didn't go with your loyalty lord. It's higher, and he is here.
It's not higher.
Oh, it's not higher.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Saxon,
you really
yeah.
hate those
No.
Saxons.
Hatred
Yeah.
Saxon is his highest thing.
Loyalty Lord is 15.
Oh man.
His
In that
hatred of
case-
Saxon.
Yeah. I do not have access to the 6th edition book, so.
I don't think it's at
No,
this point.
I had it in our Knights of Salisbury. I'm pretty sure I pinned it. Knights of Salisbury. It's okay.
In either.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's 17 for that.
Is it? Okay. So it would be plus 10?
No, sorry.
No.
I'm pretty sure 17 is not good enough. Is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what All right. So yes,
You are
I will
right.
be rolling these at a -5. My sword skill is 20, and mathematically it bounces out. First attack,
Hell yeah.
9. He beats that sadly.
Um,
Fine.
What do you mean he beats that?
He rolled a 10, and the next one's a failure.
Oh, I didn't roll
Wait,
yet.
no, that was me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was you.
I
that was you
read wrong.
hating the Saxons.
That
Yeah.
was me wrong. First one's a success, second one failure.
So close to a critical.
Hey, it's a tie. You know what happens in a tie?
I think he loses his sword.
Their weapon
'cause-
breaks.
his axe, because I got
Yeah,
a sword.
you break his axe.
Woo! Get fucked.
The beauty of the sword. And now for the second
Yeah.
one, let's see if he's. Oh,
Oh, big fumble.
You know what-
Fumbles.
you know
I'm
what this
liking
looks like?
this.
You know what this looks like? I think. Give me your standard damage roll, Mark. I got an amusing thing here. Yep. Actually, give me your critical damage roll. Just double that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, 46.
Yeah, so I think what this looks like is rather than you breaking the weapon, you actually make contact with the weapon and it throws his hand off and he actually sticks it right in his buddy's neck. Like,
Yeah.
like you're just, I figure that's a good enough fumble for Saxon number 3 here,
What a
or
good
Saxon number
lad.
2.
So proud.
Yeah.
So proud of Edward.
And of course, now he doesn't have access to that weapon either because
Yeah.
we'll honor that part
in
as well.
his
In his friend's neck.
And so the last one.
Miss.
These are,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are having some, this
Yep.
could have gone so much worse than it did. So,
I keep trying to tell everybody that we know, but we're like badasses. Like
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
three of us, just nothing knights, are incredibly competent, and we should have lots of money and jobs.
We oscillate so wildly from we are the most competent to oh my god, we shouldn't be
Yeah.
unsupervised.
Mhm.
all right, so we're going to get all 3 of you to test. I feel like battle is the better role than awareness in the midst of something like this.
Alright.
I'm going to get all 3 of you to test battle.
+5 for me.
Kind of like a between rounds thing is what we're doing here.
8 of
Oh my
15 success.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
Rolled a 1.
Yeah. You still succeeded.
Still a success, but
And Liam.
Battle.
Battle.
Let's see. I'm pretty
Right
good
hand
at
side.
that. Not as good as Mark now. Whatever.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on, because this is really interesting. I need to interpret the tarot card on this one. What's this look like?
The little gears in his head turning.
Yeah.
How may I destroy
Yeah.
him?
If
Probably
you dive into the water,
You're safe.
What if we collapse the rocks on top of ourselves and we hide under Edward, who can hold it all up with his Gortrix with his big strong arms?
Um,
And Edward's got those bulging biceps.
Yes.
you know what? I'm going to give you each a piece of data you're aware of. This is what I'm going to do. I've got it. It's going to be. It's not necessarily a terrible thing for. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Dallin does with it, right? So, for we'll start with Goratrix. Goratrix,
Hey.
you see Lady Violet and Lady Fleor are currently in a really bad position. They're being defended by Elad and Gareth and is it Gareth? Yeah, Sir Gareth of Newton Manor, the
Oh dear.
the Lord of the house, right?
Mm.
Is currently there beside Roderick and kind of in front of the two women, along with Elad. Roderick himself, and we're going to go to Edward with this because you're fighting basically right beside Count Roderick. These men would have otherwise been positioning themselves to Roderick. Roderick is facing off with a cavalryman right now, and he's on foot.
All right.
You can
Does he look
always.
to be able to be holding himself well, or does he look to be bad?
So far, they haven't actually entangled yet. The cavalryman's just about to come charging into the water, right?
Okay. I mean,
You can choose
luck.
you can choose to change your attention in the next round because you succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Dallin, you look around immediately for the two names you mentioned, your mother and the count. Or was it your mother and Violet or mother and the count?
It was Roderick and Mother.
Yeah.
I like Violet, but she's not the priority here for me personally.
You look around quickly. You see Count Roderick and his banner. You know exactly where he's at,
Okay,
but you
bad
aren't able
situation for me.
to see your mother. And you turn around and you see riding from behind you, almost like in a flank, coming at you into the water, the same way you were heading, like the same way you forded the water, the same entry point. You see
Right.
two other cavalrymen on horseback moving quickly in your direction. They're gonna catch someone off guard entirely at this point, if not challenged.
I gotta challenge him. All right, cool.
Okay. So we're gonna go to declarations for Bortrix, Edward, and Dallin now. What do you want to do with this current situation?
Well, Dallin's got to try to human shield this situation. I feel like I haven't killed the guy that I'm fighting with, but I'd like to try to slow down those horseback knights if I can. If I can take on 3 at one, it'll be bad for me. But
are you going to try to split by 3, or are you going to focus your attention on any of the particular ones?
Well, one guy's on foot. Is that right?
Yeah, the guy you were facing off. The guy you were facing off with is on foot, like the Saxon, right? Then you see 2 cavalrymen moving from basically from your blind side, the back of where you guys came from, moving quickly in this direction.
Probably not worth it for me to split. I split my attack roll between the 3 of them, or my damage.
Your attack roll.
Yeah, your damage is the same. It's just the number you have to meet is divided by however many you choose.
Well, let's see. If I split, what was it 15 by 3? That'd mean 5.
Yeah. Or hypothetically, you could put 7 in one, 7 in another, and 1 in another. But that comes with its own risks.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I'm not quite good enough. Yeah, you know what? Let me split. I'll split it between 2. I'll put 5 in this guy directly in front of me.
Okay.
And then 10 on one of the horses. The other one's gonna be able to get through. I just can't do anything about it.
Okay. why don't you go ahead and make the 2 rolls? We're gonna kind of follow this scene. I think we'll do this one at a time if you guys are okay with that. I think this will be good.
Remember that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling sword here at minus something. Is that right?
You know, it might just be easier to just roll a d20 rather than try to jig your sheet to cover it,
All right.
because just
can
roll a
do that.
d20 verse 5 for the first roll and then verse 10 for the second roll. Fine.
Good for me. That's a 20.
Oh,
That's a fumble
no.
on the 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna contest that real quick. Let's see where.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope he fumbles too.
He quit.
Oh no.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right.
I think Dallin's in a good place. Dallin, you know,
I think Dallin's fine. I think
I think Dallin's about to be in a better place.
Dallin had a really good arc, I feel.
Aw. All right.
It's got soggy boots too. Come on.
Yeah.
you don't want to die with soggy boots. Come on, Dalen.
Okay. Not the worst. Not the worst.
Still,
Not the worst.
Still not good.
No.
still
Am
not
I
good.
all the way healed up? I think I'm all the way healed up, yeah?
You would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not the worst leaves me with 3 hit points. So
Yeah.
Well, did you do get your armor to block?
Oh, that's
some of
right.
it? Yeah.
How much did my armor give me here? Hang on.
16.
10?
Unless.
No. He failed the shield.
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Shield,
that's
so it's
right.
just 10.
It would be.
So
It's just 10.
Just 10. All right. Well, that's
Still
that could've
half.
been much
Still.
closer. Yeah. Still half.
What's your knockdown on your sheet? Where it says knockdown? What does it say?
size.
13. Yeah.
13? Okay. So you're okay. You're all right. But I figure this is you try to like take a blow and then turn, and then you're taking an axe to the back as you turn, basically.
Yeah. Alan overextends.
Now,
Okay. And now,
give me
now the
your
other one?
give me your next roll.
Don't.
It's
Oh
another
my god!
Oh my god.
This is okay. You're okay on this one.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it though? I mean,
Trust me, because it's actually pretty. You're gonna hate this, and you're gonna hate me for this.
That's okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for
Yeah.
it.
In enters Sir Jarren and his sire, the Black Wind.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Does that mean a fumble attacks them?
No, that was the previous. That was the previous failure where he thought they were an enemy and chose to engage them. He actually does
Oh.
Good.
thank
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
It
god.
is. Does the swing just fly by as they're
Yeah.
riding by?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And
I
it's,
whiff it so bad.
there's like this moment where Dallin watches like almost like I'm toast. Like this isn't gonna go well as you're swinging and you're getting hit in the back, and then they just ride right by you, continuing into the fold. So.
Oh man. You know, I very nearly thought about trying to make a recognize roll, but then I remembered what I would roll for that, and I was like, nah, I don't know who these people are.
It worked out. It worked out amusingly, and at least that wasn't
Welcome,
another
Zack.
failure. Let's see if you would have died from that.
It would have been.
Nope.
Oh,
You
that
would've
would
been
have
okay.
been another
Nope.
fumble.
They would have
Yeah.
fumbled too. That would have been like fucking 2 elementary school age kids playing with lightsabers. Like,
I do imagine an alternate universe where fucking Dalen just swings around and kills Zack's character.
Just decapitates Jarren. He flops off the horse.
well, thank you for coming. Hey, we don't need to postpone next week because Zach's character's dead.
Well,
Instead, the royal court is going to be a very different subject now.
All right, so we're gonna move into. I think we're gonna transition in immediately to our guest here, who's been sitting patiently for us
Yes.
this whole time.
Yep.
So, do you need any assistance with the lay of the land at all? What would Jarren even care for? Would he be fighting towards his father, or what is he?
Oh, definitely fighting towards his father. I might even roll one of them passion things because he doesn't even care about Count Roderick being there. He knows his father's right over there, and he's diving straight forward towards him. I mean, he rode right past this guy that was fighting a Saxon and did a wombo combo. Just a weird, strange fighting technique that one night there, but
All right. You can go ahead and roll your appropriate passion if you want.
I think it should be probably love of family since he's going for protection of his father.
Okay. All right, you succeed. And what level? That's 18, so you do get the +10 bonus for that level.
Oh, awesome.
I'm pretty sure, anyways. I wish I could check that.
It sounds right.
So, Jarren, give me an awareness test now with your bonus. All right.
Glorious.
Good. So you end up facing off, either your choice. You have a cavalryman that is facing off with Sir Lad, or 2 Saxons that are facing off with Jarren's father.
Is that a question? Going after the 2 Saxons.
Okay. All right.
Has one been injured?
Neither have. It looks like your father's already felled one. Like he was one of those guys that got stuck like Mark did with 3, right? 3 people on him.
Well, of course. He's of Newton Manor. He can take 20. So Jarren is going to ride up. He is he's got quite a cold fury on his face. He isn't wasting any time speaking. He is just hacking and slashing.
Okay.
No Winnie one-liner? Vescom would be very disappointed.
Vescom's watching somewhere. So this is a +10 +5 for being on the horse?
Yes, +15.
Yep. That's okay.
Oh.
This is very likely going to crit. Yep.
Hey!
Boo.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
18. Not bad.
All right, and go ahead and give me the damage, which is critical, so it doubles, right?
Yep.
So that is a lot.
Oh.
That's still a lot, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Multiplying it by 2 makes even tiny numbers look very, very impressive.
Criticals are
34
dangerous.
then.
Yeah. 34. I got to test to see if he succeeds. He does succeed. My rolls have been like pretty on point for the axe, only being 14.
Yeah.
So that's he would resist 12 of that.
So 22.
I think
22 is bad for a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah. I'm just looking here. They are bigger. They have, just so you know, the Saxon warriors are size 16. Con 14.
Those guys are midgets.
Strength 14. Yeah.
Jarren rolls up and he's like, "Is this the duel?"
I'm here for the duel.
I was told I needed to fight either someone from Idmiston or Winterbourne Stoke.
This
I
duel
will
will take
kill-
longer than I planned. My meeting.
I will kill as many people as I have to, as long as one of them is the person I'm meant to.
This isn't fair. There are 20 of them.
Okay, so 2 things. Jarren, you're going to need to test horsemanship as you rode hard into the water here. See if you maintain your spot. He does. You see the Saxon. Yeah, make sure you add the +10 to your. Okay, yeah, you're good. So horsemanship's good. So Jarren stays mounted successfully through this. You hit the Saxon hard enough with the blade that he drops, but you see him kind of trying to climb back up. That's where we leave you at that moment.
All right.
All right, and then we're gonna turn gears to Goretrix.
Seeing, was it Sir Elad and Lady Violet and Lady Fior in danger, Goretrix is going to look to the Saxon he wounded and is just going to say, "Stay there!" And he's going to try and come to the defense of the other people. were these the ones who Jarren rode down, or is this a separate skirmish?
Jarren rode in on his father, and so a separate skirmish. Separate to Jarren. Yep.
Gotcha. In that case, yeah, Garatrix is going to try to protect the people and get the knights bunched together.
That was a great wording on my part there. Rode in on his father. That's nice.
They love each other.
Father, you rode in on.
We're trying to
yeah.
bring Game of Thrones to a new height with
Yep.
Indeed.
Boy.
Yeah, with the mess that season 7 was, they decided to outsource it. This is our best go. You'll note that Sir Dalen and Sir Elizabeth have a very special relationship. Anyway.
Extremely.
Mm.
All right.
But yeah, so Garatrix would like to switch his attention from the dude he wounded with a very stern warning to the other people. So describe to me what threats they're facing up against.
Okay, so you see a cavalryman moving towards a lad because the lad's doing his best to try and protect the women. There are a couple of raiders that seem to be trying to pull the women off their horses. In fact, Lady Fleor has been pulled down, and they're trying to do the same with Lady Violet right now.
Gotcha.
They make really good ransom, right?
They would, yes. Here is what Garatrix is going to do. Garatrix tactically feels the best move is to take care of the cavalrymen, but Garatrix also feels that right now Dalen's mom's in danger. So he's going to try to get to the raider who's picking her up and just clear.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the attack roll here.
All right, let's see how this goes. Oh god, I don't want to imagine what happens if I fumble.
I imagine Dalen's mother just sprayed with blood. You just cut into this dude.
Success, 1 off a critical.
All right. So you are successful. Go ahead and give me the damage roll.
Thomas, did you go after the one that was getting my mom and not the one that's getting you after your girlfriend?
Yeah, your mom's been picked off the horse right this second. I'll get to Lady Violet in a minute.
Oh, bros before hoes, I adore you.
Yeah. But yeah, 21 damage.
So 9 after the shield.
Actually, would they be distracted? I mean, am I distracting them right now from getting Fior, or are they distracted by Fior?
I think in this particular case, because I did roll, I'm going to suggest that this was you facing off, like you, or I guess you're going to the one that actually was pulling her off, right? So that's a good point.
I'm specifically messing with them so they don't mess with the civilians. So I'm fine with either, because one gets them hurt.
That's fair. I don't think he would have had time to change his mind. I think his action was to pull Lady Fleor off. So as you off the horse. So as you basically hear the splash of water, you see him turn, and you cut into him with 21 damage. In this particular case, it's uncontested, but that's still -6, right?
Beautiful. 15 hurts.
15
and
hurts.
yeah. And Garatrix is just basically going to utter a wordless cry of challenge to everyone around him.
Love that. So we'll move to the next point, which is Edward. Edward's now went from 3 armed opponents to 1, right?
Yeah, I think
so. One unarmed and very embarrassed, and the other still okay.
Yeah. And you said there's dude on cavalry coming towards the Count.
Yeah.
Would I be able to shift my attention to the dude on the cavalry, or will that leave me open to attack?
You can do what you did prior. You can split if you want.
Can I do both? Can I split against the guy that has the weapon still and the cavalry dude?
You were close to the Count already, so it's not a problem.
Okay. So yeah, in which case I will split the attacks between dude with the axe and the cavalry dude.
Let's do it.
I will split 10 each. So give myself a good even chances.
Indeed.
Times 5. Success. Do you want to say that's against the axe dude because he's the one closest?
Yeah,
to
and
me?
he's certainly trying to attack you. So let's see what happens. Okay, he has his shield active, but
Okay.
you can.
And then against the cavalry dude, an 11.
Let me just check his attack weapon here. I think he's at a sword at this point because he's already done the chargey thing. Or no, he was charging, so lance. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, failure.
Failure.
Failure. All right.
All right.
So for the first one, I'll roll damage.
Okay. 13.
13.
Wow, these rolls. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to do much then because
It doesn't do
he's
anything,
got he's got the armor, so
Mm.
it does some. It does one.
So, yeah, I imagine this is a brief kind of tap against his armor, and Amber goes, "Fuck this," and he's just gonna turn around and stab the. Basically, I think probably like just move over, jump up, and try and stab the dude on the horse.
Yeah. Okay.
20, not as bad.
20 not as bad. And this guy has for armor. Let me check. Armor 10, but he fails with the shield.
Yep.
So he'll take 10.
Yeah.
Man,
So
these guys are getting beaten up, but only a little.
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. I think that gets us through the entire round.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on and move to the next round. So we're gonna, for this part of the round, we're gonna start with Zack and go in reverse with Zack, Liam, Mark, Thomas. Is that fair?
All
So
good.
Good with
Zack.
me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Everyone test battle. We're gonna keep doing the whole. What's your awareness of what's taking place?
I did not fumble this time.
No one
Yay.
failed.
Be happy.
No one failed. All of you can check battle for this fight, anyways. So, what do you want to know? Maybe let's clue in. So Dallin, let's start with your ask because I feel bad.
I will give you one guess what Dallin is most interested in right
Where's
this moment.
Where's Mom at? Right.
Where's mommy?
So I'll give you this. You see that she has just been pulled off her horse. Basically, it's like the fear and dread of seeing that, and then you see your bro Goratrix step up to face off with him, and just about cut him down.
Thank you, my friend. I want to up my derivative trait. That you're my bro.
Right?
Aw.
Do you have Did you guys have some kind of bro passion? Did we set
We
that up?
do.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir
Yeah,
Dalen
I've got,
does. I
Sir Dalen does.
unfortunately. What do I have? I have trusting Sir Dalen.
Yeah, I've got a 15 in Sir Goratrix's passion.
Aw,
I think that's a check. I think so.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So what about what do you want to know, Edward? What are you looking for at this point? As far as intel, battlefield intel.
Edward is focused on protecting the Count. I think is his main objective right now. Fighting off the ones that are trying to kill him.
There is a Saxon that's beginning to tango with him, but his biggest threat is the cavalrymen because they fighting from horse is an advantageous position. Right?
Okay.
So I did forget to factor that in, but I'll remember it next time because you're not on a horse. He does get a +5 bonus.
That's right.
Mm.
Oh, he might have succeeded now. Whoops.
No, it's okay. Mistake made, mistake played. But next round we'll. What about Gortrix? What does Gortrix want to know? Battlefield intel.
Gortrix wants to know one of two things. He's already protecting the civilians as best he can. Is there a leader among the Saxons that Gortrix can stab in the head and demoralize them?
You did succeed at your battle. Yes. Okay. So you see that the leader looks to have his attention on the Count, but is currently being defended by Sir Gareth of Newton Manor. So Sir Gareth has kind of stepped in the leader's way.
Gotcha.
And then we'll move over to Jarren.
So Jarren's as he's fighting, he's keeping an eye out for possible archers. I know we were just ambushed here, so he's not sure if that's a possibility, because that could be quite debilitating if we get some arrow spray.
Okay. For that, I'll get you to test awareness on that one. Yeah, no, you're certain there aren't archers. They would have certainly presented themselves at this point. Not only that, but you're on horse and you have a better view, which is part of the whole fording the river piece. You do have a higher advantageous view to what's going on here. You're able to see kind of just over the rocks a little bit, and there's no threat.
Okay, yeah. Jarren sort of just rolled up here and wanted to make sure he's checking every angle.
All right. Now we're going to start with Jarren. Jarren, your time to shine. What is Sir Jarren of Newton Manor doing?
So, you said that Jarren's father had stepped up to the big leader guy, right? But yeah. Jarren still has two Saxons that he's dealing with in front of him that used to be on the father?
One is focused on you now. The other still remains focused on your father.
Okay. Jarren wants to... so if I split my attacks, one on the wounded and one on the fresh Saxon... I don't get plus 15 to both of those rolls. I put that to my sword, and then I divide it.
You actually do get your bonus applied across the board to every roll right now. So you can split your actual skill, and then you get your bonus to whatever you split. The disadvantage is if you fumble, you wander off in forest for like 3 sessions.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh look, berries, and he just picks them away.
Not quite. No. You go mad. Okay. We'd have to get creative with what that looks like, but we'd find something.
Okay, so if Jarren can split them up between those two, one he's going to split 10 and 10. He has sword 20. Okay. So should I just roll a d20 and add 15?
And you're targeting both Saxons on the ground, right? You got a mounted bonus of 5 then. Too.
Yeah. So
right.
If you roll a 15 or higher, it will count as a critical.
So close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should roll damage. I guess the first one would be the wounded guy to take him out.
Nice.
He drops. That'll do it.
All right, and Jarren is going after the other guy.
And because I have called him... Ooh.
Natural critical too.
All right, go ahead and give me double damage on the next guy.
Yes.
Still double.
Yeah.
All right, 32.
Okay. That'll be enough, I think. Hold on. 12? Well, he's down. He's not out,
Yeah.
but he's down. You drop him. So just a caveat: you are not Sir Jarren. You are Jarren the Squire, currently wielding a sword.
What?
And
He is reminded of that every second that we're here.
yeah.
Every second these guys keep you from the court.
Exactly. And Jarren, at this point, seeing that he's gotten somewhat separated from his father, he that cold anger as he's slashing down at these Saxons grows a bit into panic, especially as his father is facing what seems to be the leader, probably some big hunk of a Saxon.
Mm-hmm.
Unca munca chunk of fun.
But yeah, he's trying his best to cut through the brush, so to say.
Okay. Go ahead and. Sorry, I guess we've really completed your turn here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, on to Dallin.
Dallin gets to focus down this guy again, so I'm gonna roll sword.
Okay, you're turning to face off the opponent that you didn't get to finish, kind of thing. Is that the
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah, let's focus this guy down. Any bonus for the horse?
You are not on a horse, neither is he.
I'm not. Oh, all right.
No.
Right.
You all.
We're all on foot except Jarren.
Yeah.
Oh,
You all
that's
chose
right.
to step off and help the lady.
We did the chivalrous thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look where I got
nice.
you. Look where I
A
got
bunch
you.
of dummies.
Don't be nice.
That is a 19 out of 15 sword failure.
Oh,
Man.
God.
All right. Let's see how we do.
Oh,
my
actually.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I still decreased my armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only
I am
3.
not at 1.
Eh?
I am not at 1 hit point, but Dallin's looking pretty messed up.
What's Dallin's knockdown right now?
13.
Have you taken 13?
Unarmored.
Actually, you know what? No, it didn't. You didn't take
bonus?
it all at. It's like a if you take that at once kind of thing. Then it's
Yeah, I thought it was at once kind
Yeah.
of thing, but yes.
Yep.
Now that was 13 at once, but is that pre?
Yeah, it would have to be 13 through the armor, not 13.
Oh,
It's after soak.
whew, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still in it, still up. Very injured.
What does this look like? Like let's make this dramatic for Dallin. What does this look like?
Let's do like that one was a minor cut, but the
Yeah.
first one was a real bad like axe to the back. So maybe we'll just say that like really cool slash across the cheek. Something that'll scar, but won't be like horrible. It'll just be kind of scarry.
And there's one of those things where like Dallin's like armor is just painted in red kind of thing, and there's the blood or the water beneath you even is red. That sort of
if
thing.
you see Dallin from behind, it's not hard to tell that they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
They're just like just painted red. Okay, well I live.
Yeah. We're going to go to Edward next.
All right. Edward, seeing how this is going, is going to focus his full attention on the cavalry dude.
Who's now switching to sword. Because these charge are.
All right. +5. Critical!
Oh,
Awesome.
yes.
You needed
That's
that.
natural critical for you, too.
Oh, is it? Hey, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So he succeeds, but it's not going to matter. Go ahead and give us the damage roll.
Come on. Oh my god.
It's probably
not
going to be
bad.
enough. It's probably going to be enough. 34 is good.
34. Still could be more.
It could be more, I know, but it's
All
really
these
good stuff.
1d6s given low numbers.
Yeah, I don't. Ooh, but. Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
What was the horsemanship? Let me just make sure. Not that high.
Oh.
Did he take an extra d6 damage
Yeah.
from falling and die?
4. That's enough to knock him out. So,
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
Good stuff.
so do you want to describe this maybe?
I think in this case, it's just like the absolute brutality of Edward's swing as he just, after one strike against him, quickly turns down, jumps around, and just like smacks him as hard as he can into the shield, pushing him so far he just kind of, I imagine, almost flies off his horse, but not quite because that'd be ridiculous. But just slumps into the water.
Yeah. I figure this is one of those painful scorpion kind of falls, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Head first, you know.
Yeah.
So you don't see him getting back up.
All right.
And then on. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, in just like the kind of wild-eyed Edward immediately turns his attention back to the Saxons.
Noted. And remind me, did you have anyone still active on you other than the cavalrymen? Was there still one guy? There was, right?
There was one dude, but I don't know if he shifted his attention to the count.
That's a really good question. Let's find out.
There'd also be the other dude that lost his axe, but I imagine he would either get it back or draw a weapon during this round, or last round, because he didn't attack.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I've been tracking that one. So this one is coming at Edward. The guy who still had his axe has not lost attention on you. So he's going to hit you.
This is gonna hurt. This is
You still apply. You still apply your shield to it, though. I believe.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, that's right. Because you were focused on a different dude.
17.
I take 7.
Yep. Is that your first? Or have you been hit already?
No, this is the first time being hit
Okay.
this turn.
That's good.
Yeah.
In a very survivable spot. I'm thinking this is another axe to the back, like they're taking their opportunities in the chaos here too. We're gonna focus. The camera changes to Goretrix at this point.
I'd like to activate a passion I haven't before.
Okay.
I would like to roll honor.
All right.
Because as a knight, I've sworn to protect the weak. And at the moment, it's the unarmed noblewomen. So I would like to try and roll honor. I'm not sure if a failure gives me like a negative, but I'd like to try anyway. It's only at 15, but I've rolled my love of family too often, and I feel this is thematically appropriate.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Alright, so I'm going to quickly roll honor. Come on, big money, big money. Bare failure, so close to a critical. What happens on that?
I think he gets a...
I'm just replying to it right now in our Discord. So you guys can read it.
In that case, failure is no result.
Because it's low, right?
Yes, it is at a 15.
That's one of the advantages of the 6th edition, is that it allows you to test lower passions and kind of rewards you still, because if you fail, it's not as high of a risk. It's those super passions that you got to worry about. When you do fail those, it doesn't go particularly well.
Got you. Perfect. And very Arthurian.
So go for it.
All right. So that failed. There's one thing I want to check. How's Lady Violet doing? Is she still being pulled off? That
Yes.
sounds wrong. Okay.
I've done that like 3 times today. You're fine.
Yeah. So I've done
different game.
50. Yeah. That's a very different game.
Yeah.
We're not playing Fatal, are we? No, I've done 15 damage to the one dude who was trying to grab Lady Fior. That would really hurt Goratrix. How's he looking? Is he still ready to fight, or is he looking...
Yes, he looks like he's getting back up with his axe. He was down, right? But he's getting back up.
Got you. Goratrix is fine with that. What he's going to do is, take Lady Fior with his shield and go, with me, head down, and he's going to try to, now, he's spinning a bunch of plates, and the moment when it all crashes down on him is going to be magnificent, but he's going to try to attack the one attacking Lady Violet.
Okay.
Alright, so I don't get any bonus for this. Oh god, when they start hitting him, it's going to be terrible.
Good.
That is a success. Is this one going to try and fight Goratrix and reply with axe, or...?
Yeah, I'm thinking this guy is doing just that. It makes a lot of sense that he would.
He gets wise to Goratrix's 18 size coming towards him.
Yeah, exactly. The sun blotted out for a moment, and so he turns just in time to raise his shield. What this looks like.
Absolutely. 26 damage.
And that's still a lot.
Ooh.
Nice.
So 14 after his shield and armor, which is enough to... I think that was his knockdown. Let me look. Knockdown 16. No, these are big boys. That's right.
Big boys.
He stumbles back, clearly harmed. His own swing failing to quite reach you.
Yeah. Goratrix, it's not like he's being rough with Fior. He's just very briskly moving her as he's getting to the scrum. And as he strikes heavily down at this man, he's putting himself in a position so that they have to hit him. Or at least that's my intention.
There's one other thing you notice as you kind of approach into the scene. As you're reaching Lady Violet, you step over a fallen knight. It's her banneret, her banner knight,
oh, no.
her household knight. He is in a pool of very, very red blood. So doesn't face first.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Band-Aid.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that is...
Unless the guy with the axe wants to hit me.
Yeah, this is the guy getting back up, right? Or this... I should have used a skirmish map. I didn't this time.
It's all good.
Yeah. So let's just see.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right.
Oh, that's damaging.
This is a particularly non-advantageous start to this. It was not.
Yes.
It's not Goratrix's favorite to deal with. Like, this is pretty dishonorable tactics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not really. It's pretty standard, but it's also not your ideology of honorable. Is
exactly.
Quite high.
Goratrix's normal is like, there's one guy with a sword who's a very good fighter. Let's hit him and see what happens.
All right, so...
But yeah, that is 8 damage to me.
I'm thinking that's an axe to the back as well. Like, you turn your attention.
With these people? He says as he's getting the civilians back.
Okay. So it's about this time that you see the Saxon that fell previously. The one that had his axe removed from via mark. You see him pop up kind of seemingly out of nowhere, and you see him approach. He's got a dagger in his hand. He looks like he's about to attack Sir Roderick as he kind of comes out of the water, or Count Roderick. And Gareth of Newton Manor steps in the way and just takes the blade right to the stomach. It almost looks like accidental. Like, it doesn't look like he knew. He wasn't trying to be a hero. He turned to face, to guard his liege, and paid for it. So.
Uh,
And he kind of he ends up like stumbling back a few feet and just falls into the water, like sitting down.
don't worry.
Jarren's flipping his shit.
Yeah.
He screams, "Father!" And whoever he's fighting is not in his mind anymore. He's charging that guy that stabbed him.
Mm.
Why don't we go ahead and test battle for the 3 players? We'll leave Jarren. I figure that Jarren knows what he's doing anyways this round, so I think.
Oh, there's nothing else.
I keep on getting so close to crits.
That's all successes.
Mm.
I've noticed every once in a while Liam has one of these sessions. It's just like, hey, you can't succeed it. Like all the rolls are bad. Yeah.
You know, Dallin is very good.
Yeah.
And also, Liam's not. So sometimes the two things conflict with each other.
Liam's luck is not ideal. Is that what you're saying?
I've got Spider-Man luck, man.
Yeah.
It's like nonsense.
That old Parker luck.
All right. So success is a battle. So we'll start with Thomas. What do you want to know?
Goratrix has all of the information he needs.
Yeah.
Now he would like to get tactics. What's the best way to group the knights together to protect the civilians? Whether it's to be just killing the ones coming to him or forging a path or breaking a wedge somehow.
Tactically, it looks like you're on the brink of success. There is still the leader. They look like they're fighting to the death. They're not stopping here. The numbers have moved from outnumbered to favorable in your position, save for the 2 downed folk.
Perfect. All right, in that case,
the two downed folk that you've managed to spot. It's worth noting. You do see others have fallen. So.
Yeah. With what Goratrix knows, he's going to stand his ground.
All right. So you are okay. That's not you can declare in a little bit, anyways. So you're all good. Battle for Mark. You want to know?
Mostly again protecting the Count is Edward's chief objective. Does he look to be in the most danger by anyone at this point in time?
Certainly, you see the one that was previously identified as the leader, the guy just a hair taller and bigger. With Gareth down now, his opponent has fallen. You see him lock eyes. There's almost like a look of hate or determination. It's hard to read, but he starts to move towards the Count.
Okay, good to know.
All right, and then Dallin, what do you want to know? Anything?
Yes. There is one thing I would like to know. Now, a certain person suggested that we should take this road. What's he doing right now?
He is okay. You wanna spot where Elad is?
I would, okay. Yes.
Elad is currently bleeding on his hands and knees in the water.
All right, he's cleared.
How suspicious.
If he was a traitor, he fucked up massively.
Yeah, if he was a traitor, he kind of goofed this one a little bit.
It's ketchup packets, don't worry.
All right, cool. Well, that's important enough for me to know right now. Could I also get general how this is going for us?
Yeah, favorably. Or it's starting to look a lot better than it was previously.
Oh, thank God. All right, cool. In that case, I'm good. I know what I want to do.
All right, so we're going to start with Jarren again.
All right, so Jarren's going straight for that guy with the dagger. There's pretty much nothing else in his line of sight, even during the battle as it's going on. He's charging that guy.
Go ahead and give me your attack roll, sir.
Hell yeah.
And he fails, so this is double without shield, so this is going to hurt a lot.
Oh yeah.
And he's already wounded, so this might be that's going to be
28, no shield.
28 minus
28 no
what,
shield,
10?
so it's 22 on an already wounded 15 guy. Yeah.
Yeah, because these guys aren't.
How do you want to kill this guy? That's basically what I'm going to ask you.
So I'm envisioning Jarren riding up. The guy might swing with his dagger, but he just lops off the hand with his longer blade, and then the sword comes down directly on the guy's skull, like right on top of his head, and sinks into the skull with how hard Jarren.
One of those standing like forced to stand by the sword as it goes into him. Nice.
Exactly.
By the way, that roll should have been 17 versus 5 for dagger. So, yeah. All right. On to Dallin.
Dallin, let me please, for the love of God, kill this man.
I believe in you.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
There is a 25% chance that I have rolled 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So there is good news here, but we'll deal with the 5d6. Well, no, wait, we have to roll to see if he hits.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
He might still.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This might be it, you guys.
This could
What
be.
is with these people tonight?
What's going on?
You should have taken the dive technique. Just go under the water. They can't reach you in Atlantis.
The world that hates Dallin right now.
Yeah.
If he does 21 after the crit, I will be dead. So.
Okay, so he has to roll below an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh, that's for
Wait,
5d6.
is that
I will
in
say
armor?
there are moments. Sorry,
Huh?
say again.
I am in armor. I'm counting with the armor. I'm counting with the armor because a minus 10. I have 11 hit points left. So.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, buddy.
I will say,
All right.
yeah, it is up
What
to the GM to see what happens, but
That's
yes,
true. But
we're
what
looking.
happens. What
We're
happens
looking
happens.
for lower than an 11.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh no. All right, let's make sure we do math correctly and got everything here. I think it's important, and we also haven't faced the potential death of a character yet.
This is how it goes. This is how it goes. All right.
All right. So let's make sure we factor all these pieces in here. So your healing rate was 3. Total health was 24. You've taken how much before that swing?
A lot. The last hit that he gave to me.
Just want to make sure we get the math right. If we're talking end of a character, let's make sure that.
13 to me pre-armor last time.
So that would have been 3.
Yeah, and then just before that,
Fumble versus
he critted me. Is that right? He did. Yeah, 14 out of 14, and he did
20, right? And you
20.
And you took 10. So you
Correct.
took 13 total.
Correct.
And you have 11 left. 24, just to make sure we got, those are auto-calculated, so that part's right? So hit points is what? Just to make sure we got the math there, right?
My hit points total, or?
What's the formula for total hit points?
Oh, it's
size plus con.
Size plus con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be
24.
24.
And then 17, so you took 13 before, and you're taking 7 right now, right? Oh, 14 right now, right?
Because that's auto doubled? That's already doubled there?
No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
24.
Yeah.
24 damage should be taken.
Yeah.
It'd be 24 minus 10, though, right?
No,
It would
it
be
would be
34 minus 10.
34 minus 10, 24.
Grr.
Yeah.
Man, this is gonna be
Oh.
something.
This is going to be something.
What is that?
God, even if you survive, it's not going to be good.
No.
Yeah.
Thomas, would you just check real quick what the book reads about for character death, what it calls out? Make sure we got that part right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the most dramatic of. I mean, it will be. We'll certainly play it off. But I think there's
yeah.
other things I would have liked to deal with down here. But this will trigger something else.
Yep.
Talon doesn't need a left arm.
0 or negative hit points.
That's how sung I was in fireworks. Choose to do those things.
Yeah. A character at 0 or negative hit points for any reason is on the verge of death. The first aid skill or magic may restore or preserve the life long enough for healing to be possible, but unless he is healed to positive hit points before midnight of the same day, he dies sometime during the night. Even if he survives, he will need chirurgery. So, considering the example it gives goes into like straight negative hit points, I think
Yeah.
There's a
if you're on
chance.
your last legs,
There's a chance.
there's a chance.
Okay,
There is
so
a
let's factor in. So 24 damage was what was taken on top of the 13 prior, right? It's 37,
Well, what are your current hit points today?
11.
Yeah, so.
What's the criteria for like an insta kill? Is there such a thing?
It doesn't say. There's no like chunky salsa rule.
Interesting. Well,
And
I'm gonna get the game.
you're minus 13 right now, though, right? Accurate?
Let's see. How much did I just take right now? 17 times 2 minus 10.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you took 24.
24.
24
Plus
Yeah,
13.
then 11 minus 24. Where's the 13 from? The extra 13?
Your 13 was
from
your
the damage you
previous
took previously.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. So then 11,
What's your maximum hit points?
24.
Okay, perfect. In that case, mortal wounds doesn't apply. Whew.
I think if it's let's see, 7.
So minus 13 is what I'm getting for a number. Is that accurate?
Yeah, minus 13 is what I got.
Okay. So we'll figure out the next part. Maybe we'll move on with the battle. Is that fair?
go
And
for
then
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, Bob. What kind of how does Dallin get struck here?
Yeah. So I'm thinking what this might look like, because this is the guy you've been facing off with the axe, right? And did you fumble, or was it just a failure?
This was just a regular failure.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like you've just been losing a lot of blood, and you're super weak, and you're just trying to flail at this point. You're winded, you're gassed, you're ready to fall over. He's got his axe in hand, and there's that part where you go in to thrust, and he just kind of blocks it with the shield, and just comes down like right near your neck, like right between your neck and your shoulder. This
Dallin's gonna let out a yelp and just pass out from the pain.
in water. But I got something for that, because I was actually declaring something anyways, because remember, the numbers are going well. So
Unfortunately, my Squire is fucking in the void too. So
Yes. Oh man.
too bad we didn't have critical Squire here. Save the day.
No. Critical Squire might be getting a lot more screen time.
We're going to leave on that cliffhanger with Dallin and go to Mark with Edward.
All right. Edward, in what can only be described as a blood rage, is just going to take his sword and immediately run at the leader dude and attempt to stab him.
Is the hate for Saxons coming out? Is that the blood rage?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Let's go. Let's go. Ah, so close. 18.
Okay, he succeeds, but not with.
All right.
Wait, this
With
is
that,
the big guy, is it not?
yeah, big dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
Only thing I want to note is he's at a 16 axe, not a 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All good.
So you are successful. He does get to use the shield,
Yeah.
but he's wearing the same armament as the other folks. So,
So I think he'd take
9 damage.
9 damage.
He is a wounded boy, but he's big enough where you can tell that hardly threatens his life at this point.
All right.
Right, and then we'll move on to Gortrix.
Who's attacking Gortrix right now?
So last we left off with you were just had you just finished off the one in front of Lady Violet?
Not finished off, but grievously wounded.
Grievously wounded. He will be getting
I've
back up.
grievously wounded everyone that I've fought, but they're still alive.
Yeah, and there are other knights that are fighting at your side as well. So I think what this might look like is one of the cavalrymen, kind of not charging, but he's already engaged. He's already charged, and he's kind of folding around to the side. And you lock eyes with him. You can tell he's about to try and attack you with his sword.
No, he doesn't. I'm going to, step in front of his way and try and strike him down as best I can.
All right, let's see it.
Come on, success, but not great. Failure on his count.
I'm gonna leave it. It should have been verse 18, 13 plus 5, but I'll leave it.
That's very nice of you. But
if
you
I
don't
roll,
have to.
it looks cheesy after. I'm fine with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you.
In
Yeah,
general,
okay,
I don't like to rewind if I can. I will for like a character surviving, but I don't care.
That's fair.
Um,
Well, it would have been very bad for me, but I will happily take this and hit him with my rhythm stick.
Go ahead.
Rolling damage. Oh, 17. So that's 11 damage.
Right. He's mounted, so he has the 10 armor.
Oh.
Yeah.
In that case, just 7. Lightly wounded.
He's lightly wounded. You are facing someone more of your caliber, more of a mounted foe at this point. So,
See, this is more like it. Die quickly so I can deal with the rest of you.
All right, we're gonna roll through what is likely to be the last round here. So why don't we start with Jarren?
So his father is sitting in the water, right?
Mm-hmm. Most of the foes around you have fallen, save for the big guy that Edward's facing off and the one that Boratrix is facing off. Like immediately around you, this is what you're seeing.
Okay. Should I make a test of something? Because he's split between wanting to finish off the foes and wanting to get his father out of the water and to safety.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you test? What was your big passion again? What was that one? Loyalty, love, family. But what was the other one?
Love.
Like,
loyal. There's honor. There's loyalty, Lord. There's valorous.
Yeah. Why don't we test? Didn't we have something where there was like a modified trait? Didn't you have one?
There is. Well, that's directed trait, proud recognition.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're going to be testing proud recognition. versus love family at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that modifies prowl.
The higher success wins.
Okay. Oh,
Pretty good.
and then love family.
So
Oh,
all right. So
so
Neck and neck.
he's going to fight.
Mm,
I
Yep.
assume that's what that means.
that's 100% what that means. So
Yeah.
maybe where's the recognition? Is this going after the leader that Edward's facing off with? Is that what this looks like for Jarren?
Yes. So so Jarren turns, seeing that he can end this quickly by taking out the leader. He's going to ride over. He doesn't care if there's some kind of duel happening. He's going to try to lop this guy's head off because that's probably who he should have fought in the first place, but too many people to fight off. But he's going right for that leader. Maybe after the leader's dead, all these people will disband.
Why don't we test that? See what this outcome looks like here.
All right, sword.
Unless he crits, which he doesn't. So you are successful in attacking him. Go ahead and give me your damage roll.
all right.
Hey.
Oh, got something through.
The guy's been hit before.
I
Yeah,
think that might take him out, or he might just be out.
It'll definitely hurt him.
I think he's over. I think he falls over
I think so.
at this point. Yeah, he falls over. Still got his axe in hand, but the big guy, he's about this. This
Okay.
guy's about the size of Goretrix. Actually, he's slightly bigger because he is a Saxon, so
Yes, he is a Saxon.
he has like a 19 size, so it's just slightly more. Tumbles back and falls down, almost very similar kind of stance to Jarren's dad, like as far as like the way he lands on his butt in the water.
Okay, is that like unconscious or just not being able to fight back?
All knockdown does mean that he's not able to basically, like it can take the turn. I think to get up. Is that what it was? We haven't had a lot of knockdowns. We haven't had that
I
actually.
think knockdown matters
do a
more
look?
if you're on a horse.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I'm pretty sure it matters even, like for reeling in armor. I'm pretty sure that's what it's meant to represent.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll do a quick look.
Have you ever seen Excalibur? They're like reeling in armor and just tumbling as they bash into each other and
Yeah.
fall on the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
Okay, so he's not dead. He is bleeding and very harmed. And I think it might be thematically interesting and the perfect timing to go to Edward, who's right there on the
Alright.
same guy.
Yeah.
So is this I wonder if there's like, I wonder what's like ruthless? Would it be like cruel?
Would be cruel, or because
Yeah.
there's vengeful and then there's cruel.
Vengeful. This is vengeful. That's where your hate from Saxons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna finish him off?
Oh, Edward definitely is. I
Yes.
feel like it's that brutal moment of Edward just coming up, throwing his shield to the side, grabbing his sword with two hands, and just putting it through the man's face.
Okay. Yeah. Let's mark cruel and vengeful if you have them already. And there's the camera turns to Dallin in the water. You see a Saxon body fall beside Dallin, and then you see someone get off a horse. You see Sir Blackman.
Yes.
Jarren's sire.
Yeah,
you
that
see,
guy was cool.
You see him pick up Dallin. It kind of ends with him pulling Dallin's head out of the water. And then on to Gortrix.
Well, that went my action. So now I don't have to worry about the horseman at my back. I'm gonna hit at the moment the last remaining Saxon, and I'm gonna hope I succeed.
Go for it.
All right, let me go for sword at them. Come on, success, but a crappy one.
And this is just the remaining Saxon, right?
Yeah, this is the one on the horse. Oh, that's a crit. I'll take it.
Nice. It's
Okay.
gonna. Oh boy.
Edward's gonna be the last one left.
Yeah, the
Wait.
last one alive. You've been getting crazy rolls, Bob.
I know. Wait, so just
That's always the way.
just to verify with this one, this was the cavalryman on horseback?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to rule something, but I want to check. I heard Saxon and the splat I'm using is Saxon warrior or cavalryman.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So just to verify, so this would not be a crit. However, you got to dodge the crit last time, so I think it's only fair that we maybe do.
I'm fine with this
crit.
happening. Go for it.
You did succeed, so you at least get a shield and full armor, right?
Yes. And he's using a sword, so... Okay, so that's 34 minus 16, that's 18 damage. That's pretty bad.
Are you standing?
18... I am unconscious, because I went from 24, because I got damaged before without my shield, to 6, and my unconscious level is 8.
Okay. You're unconscious, but you're surrounded by allies, and you are basically, you see, I think this will be like Sir Mig that comes up and just swings double-handed at him from behind, using their own tactics, and just cuts them down in one swing.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I think.
But yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think that's a perfect place to kind of pause, but I'm going to talk about a
Indeed.
little bit of the aftermath here. So we'll talk about those in really bad spots, and then we'll talk about who's fallen dead. So
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Oh, man, if I were conscious at the end of things, I'd be doing my best to first aid people and see if I can pull off another miracle. But there's no
the beauty
critical
you guys
squire
do
to help
have
me.
is not only do you have a whole bunch of knights and a whole bunch of squires with these knights and the count, who wouldn't travel without someone with highly competent surgery, right?
Yes.
So
let's hope they're not among the dead.
Right. Fortunately, most of the attacks seem to be. There are a couple of civilians, so to speak, that have died. The majority of the attacks seem to be geared, obviously, at Roderick and his men. Roderick is wounded, but not bad at all. The lad's in bad shape. Gareth is in really bad shape. I'm not even gonna do that much. He will die. It's just a matter of how long he's not going to survive this.
Could Sir Jarren try his best, still impassioned as he is, to first aid him into living?
I mean, there's no question Jarren would try, but a gut shot is a gut shot.
A gut shot is a gut shot.
Yeah.
And
like
I feel like where this is interesting too is maybe if Jarren had chosen first,
yes,
right? But his attention is elsewhere, and he doesn't stop with cutting down the guy. He turns to anyone else who's around and continues to cut through. I imagine both Edward and Jarren doing that at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's
Recognition.
just cutting down Saxons, and even perhaps ones that are running away, or what? I guess. Oh no, you said none of them are running away. Well, it's too bad for them because they wouldn't even gotten a chance.
Nope.
They go die.
Yup.
I think Jarren will take Vengeful as well.
Woo!
There we go.
Join the Vengeful Club.
The best kind of knights.
Yup.
You
Yeah,
feel
so-
like you've got that. Moral high.
So out of your party, there were 3 fallen knights, 2 fallen civilians accompanying you, and then Dallin and both Dallin and Elad are undetermined level of damage. So, which we shall. I think it's late enough, but I'd hate to cliffhanger the Dallin thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Edward
good
can
till
roll first
2. I
aid.
know Zack. It's late for Zack, but I'm good for a while longer.
Do we want to maybe do them, because it's almost math at this point, right? To figure out what we're so healing rate. When does healing rate tick? Is it every day? And how does surgery work? We need to know those 2 points in order to be able to do anything.
Natural healing occurs every week
Yeah.
at noon every Sunday. However, surgery on a on a critical success, patient's health improves rapidly for that week, gaining double the healing rate and avoiding deterioration. Requires surgery until he recovered half the total hit points if they got injured as much as Dalen did. Where? Okay, injury now. There we go. Wounds. The first aid skill can return lost hit points to wounded characters, ensures that bleeding is stopped, infection prevented, so forth. Each use of first aid for a light wound. The hit points returned by first aid are independent of the patient's healing rate, but only a few points are regained. A successful first aid roll reduces the chance of wound becoming infected and returns 1d3 hit points to the injured character. So, essentially, we'd probably have enough time before
midnight.
Before midnight, yes, for this to happen.
But it's
However,
only returning
a fumble. Yeah.
It's only returning a D3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a fumbled first aid roll causes 1d3 damage.
I'm less worried about that. More worried about, we'll track that though. How do, Dallin is minus, what did we figure out? Minus 13?
13, yes.
So how is it even possible to return enough health?
Dallin real goofed.
Yes. Each use of first aid takes several minutes, which I would say means 10. So that's 6 to an hour. If this happens late afternoon, there's enough rolls that it could be done and that it's risky. Assuming first aid of a night, yeah.
Because Edward has good first aid, especially if he's still impassioned. Like his first aid naturally is 12. Plus 5, that's 17.
Yeah, I think Jarren has first aid at 12. 17 on horseback.
Yeah.
So I think between the two of us, it is possible to do so in a decent amount of time, even if it takes a while.
Yeah.
I think this would be an interesting...
surgery needed box is still selected, though.
Oh, right. This is...
Yeah, because got a hefty wound.
That's okay. I think it's more enough...
Yes, that can be done later.
Health be returned. You're riding midday right now. So there's at least 7-8 hours left for midnight.
So what I recommend is rolling a d20 with a certain value of the healer, whatever healer is going to be doing it, and they get about 40.
40 is too many.
That's true.
I would dare say give us 7 each, 1 for each hour.
7 each, both of you, or...
I see.
Considering for a success, they'll get back 1d3.
Yeah.
It's still a lot, though. That's resuscitates someone pretty easily, doesn't it?
I mean,
unless you're fighting an hour before midnight. You gotta watch out for those 11 p.m. attacks. Those
yes. Those 11 p.m. assassins.
What about 7 between the two of us? Is that 2 for you?
No, I'm just making sure it's possible. We're not under-mathing it too, right? So I'm just weighing both
Yeah.
options.
Yes. Because
No.
7, even on a success, you'd need to get damn near the maximum on each roll.
10? 12?
I think 10 might
See
be.
an average.
I think 10 is
10.
the fairest. I think 10 is the
10's a
fairest.
good number, yeah.
And this
Please
is
do
both.
5 each.
Okay. Let's do that. I think that's the most appropriate thing.
Oh, man. All right. So who's doing the rolling?
The people who are, if you're comfortable
Yeah.
with it, like I don't want to put you. I know it sucks to be involved at all with a roll. Like I will
I'll do it.
roll for you.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm guys. I'm good. Like I went into this game understanding that there was a relative element of whatchamacallit, high death, given the whole family tree situation. So I am all
Yeah.
gravy. Whatever happens, happens.
Why
Okay.
don't we go with? We're gonna go with 5 rounds effectively, right?
Okay.
Let's go with round 1. Each of you make a first aid roll, and we go from there.
We're still impassioned, right?
I think
Still the
that's
same thing?
fair. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm curious about the impassioned hate Saxon. Like, is that-
Motherfucking Saxons did this!
Look what they did. You can tell the axe wound anywhere.
I refuse even a single soul to be taken from this world by Saxons.
Once again, they've done this to me.
Okay.
My first roll is a success.
Let's do all of the first aid rolls at first, then we'll tally it up and roll the d3s after.
No, I like
No,
doing
let's
it
do it one by one.
dramatic.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I totally agree with you. Normally, ooh, so close.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's go ahead. You each roll a d3 now, right?
Yep.
Actually, hold on. Let's get
Mhm.
Liam to roll our d3s here for us.
Okay.
I think it's-
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Slash roll. 1d3. Number 1. Bam.
Okay.
Woo!
3,
down to 10,
Bam.
down to 8.
5. All right.
Looking good so
Okay.
far.
Bam.
No, you only need 2.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
I need
yeah.
2. Okay.
So
Yeah,
5,
Three,
that's
two,
fine.
1.
5
2.
so far. Actually, we'll just count down. So 13.
Yeah, we'll count that for the next
Mhm.
one.
And I kind of for Jarren to be helping out, I imagine like all the injured people that aren't dead are in a tent or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
you
we
would have broke
stopped.
camp like right on the other side of
Broke
it.
it.
Yeah.
Or not
Right,
broke,
and
but
like
made camp.
in Jarren's father, perhaps he's in the state of dying. He's been tended to. There's nothing he can really do past the point we have. And Jarren's like constantly, he's tending to people because he is technically a squire and good at this. But he's constantly looking over to his father. Just
Yeah, and I think it's something where like your uncle Merrick would have been like, "There's nothing we can do." He probably would have had this conversation with Jarren, like, "We need knights," and he's like, "I'll stay with him." And like the two of them have always been very close. You would know more than anyone. There's some positive, like they have a positive relationship. So.
yeah.
Okay, round 2. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Let's go. Success on my end. Crit!
Hell yeah.
Okay, so 3 back for actually, so let's do the roll. So 1d3 for Mark. What's a crit do? Thomas?
1d3 plus 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
Are we keeping the
What?
1?
Hmm?
Are we keeping the 1 rolled early?
No. So
No.
Liam, go ahead and roll a d3 and then roll another d3 plus 3.
Okay, here we go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
1d3.
All right. We like that green.
And then plus 3 for this one.
For the next one, yep.
5.
Alright.
Hey.
I think. Yeah, you're stable for now, I think.
Is that -3 right now?
Minus 3. Not quite there yet.
3.
No, but last time you put him at -8, and then he healed 8, right?
Oh, he just healed 8. That's right.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he's at 0. Yeah.
I think I'm at
Yep.
0 right now.
All right. So apparently we don't need 5 rounds with that, or
Wow,
something more. Because I don't want it to be that easy, but I think like in scenarios like that.
Yeah. Mm.
I would love to hear the impassioned speech that you guys are giving to the other doctors, like,
Yep.
and of course, Jarren, who's like, who is this? Okay, I'll help.
Yeah.
Sharon's like, wait,
Yeah.
aren't you the one that attacked me? Stab!
This one's clearly a Saxon.
Yeah.
Someone must be one of the traitors.
Edward turns around. All right, where's the? Oh, for fuck's sake!
More first aid.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go to. So we got a stabilized roll. I don't think you can first aid past stable, right?
Not that I'm aware. Let me check.
Okay. I think so. I think it's 0. So, things are looking good for Dallin. Now, what's the surgery requirement?
Surgery is checked. It's under recovery. Only 1 surgery roll per patient may be attempted per week. Normally, the roll is attempted at the beginning of the week. Essentially, what surgery does, they avoid deterioration.
Gotcha.
Gaining, yes. Other stuff are applied. So yeah, essentially what the surgery is to avoid them getting diseased or losing limbs or attribute points.
Okay. That's fair. Who's gonna do this? I believe this is a non-knightly skill, right?
Yes.
Like it's literally the non-knightly is what they call it.
Yeah. Like fashion.
Yeah, I don't think we can
Fashion.
even take.
Turn to the
something.
left. Fashion.
Turn to the right.
What was it called again?
Surgery, but with a CH. It's not actually on the
We
skill
don't have
list.
It's not
Yeah.
listed. It's not
Yeah,
one
there's
we
a
can
there's
get.
a little box that says surgery needed.
Yeah.
I think you need a surgeon specifically.
Yes.
Where are we gonna find a surgeon at this hour?
Surgeon.
Well, funny you mentioned that because the ladies are all equipped at like a base for a lady PC would be 10.
Oh,
Good.
Yes.
I guess Mother's doing the whole get
Yeah.
the hell out of my way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're exactly right.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Hey, Bob.
Yep.
Great fucking question here.
Yes.
How much of Dallin needs to be exposed for this first aid to happen?
Oh,
That's
that's
a good
a really
point.
good point.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah.
You're so hurt.
Right in front of Roderick too.
I think
Well, Roderick's
Edward would do
busy.
his best
Roderick's being
to-
tended to.
That's a shame.
Edward
but-
would still
I'd like
do-
him to see personally, but
Yeah.
whatever. I fucking
Sharon's-
took a bullet for you, man.
I think he's gonna know because there are people
Yeah.
here that will know. Right?
Yes.
For
So-
sure. It's not being hidden. Okay.
No.
It's not something we can hide.
So I think
No,
this is.
not without great difficulty.
No.
I think it's Edward probably knowing that and going into it too, right? Because Edward knows the
Yeah.
details. So Edward's like, well, here we go.
Edward's kind of like your life takes precedence over your secret.
Jarren's just like, this is one mutated man. I'm not used to
Yeah,
these.
don't worry about it. It's fine.
That's so funny. Gortrick said the same thing.
Yeah. That's a strange place to put pectoral muscles.
Huh? What's going on?
All right, and then I think Lady Fiora just kind of takes over with this last piece. So we're gonna say hers is. I think 14's a fair number. Is that fair?
14's good.
Yeah.
So I think you're out of risk of death at this point, anyways.
Yeah. It's just about whether or not it gets worse or you lose something.
Yeah.
Is she gonna activate a passion?
You know what? She probably would. Love family. Let me just see.
Hatred axes.
Definitely.
Ever since that day.
Oh, they have starting gifts. Let's see if see what Lady Fleur's gift is.
Ooh.
15. Good with the animals. Nope, that's not going to help you.
Yep,
Nope.
not amazingly helpful.
6 to 10 was
Hey, we
natural
could-
healer.
It's cool.
So,
Mm.
so yeah, I think 14.
All right. Come on, big money, big money.
Oh.
Mm,
Wasn't a fumble, but
Wasn't a
not
fumble.
great.
It was very close.
So what's
Okay.
the outcome?
If a failure is the result, the character suffers deterioration, but this effect is not apparent until the following Sunday.
Love this one.
Deterioration effects causes the loss of 1d6 hit points per week.
so we need a magic man, and we're going to the royal court.
We may need a magic man.
Yeah.
Because Sunday at noon, you're going to regain your healing rate and hit points, but you're also going to take 1d6, which
Yeah.
could put you at bad straits.
Negative.
Are we gonna be doing first aid every Sunday
Every
as well?
time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule that there is, like, at that point there is no first aid to that.
Mhm.
So I think there's
Yeah.
a life threat there. But how often can you do surgery?
Week.
Once per week.
Okay.
So yeah, essentially the next week after the damage is done, the surgery can happen again. The deterioration is the main problem.
hmm Indeed. All right. Well, I think that's pretty good odds still, right? Because there's
Yes.
there's
Pretty good
1d6
yeah,
versus
decent
Yeah.
odds.
versus what, healing rate of 3.
What is healing rate based off of?
I-
Yeah, because it's 3 for me.
Yeah. I think it's based off of con.
Dallin had
What
good
does it say
con.
on Galen's
Yeah,
sheet?
It says healing rate of 3 for Dallin.
Yeah.
perfect. In that case, yeah. So that means 50% odds that they'll remain above
yeah,
0.
that's right. Yeah. 50
Uh,
chance.
Yeah. And even if they went below, they'll only last that way until the end of the day. If it's
Till
still
midnight.
negative, yeah, till midnight. If
Till
it's still
midnight.
negative on that Sunday, then they'll have 12 hours. 12 hours to get the health point back. Since it's noon on Sunday, that happens.
Here's how I think this works. So it's gonna be. I don't want to cliffhanger it for Dallin.
Yeah.
For Liam. Why don't you just give
I'm
us a
good.
give us a d6 roll?
D6
God.
roll. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, come on, come on.
That's a 3.
It's
That
0.
means you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good.
So
Yep, that
Dallin's
was what you needed.
Dallin's going to pull through till the next. Oh, we lost somebody.
We lost
Ooh.
Mark.
Smart.
Lost Mark. He was so excited he couldn't help it.
There he's
Yes.
back.
So excited.
No, he's not back.
Welcome back, Mark.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Hello.
No.
Hello. There he is.
Hello. Yeah, he's here. Oh, the
He's
reason
here,
he's not
but
back is because the camera isn't on. There we go. He's back now.
We jumped screens.
Yes.
Yeah. So Dallin survives till the next surgery roll, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Which is
Yeah.
probably gonna work out.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe.
she did a passion thing. Can you do those for these?
Oh,
You can essentially.
you know what? We were talking about that. You know what we'll do is we'll do the love family for. Yeah, let's just do that real quick. One sec.
Oh,
For the
yes.
mom.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't botch and like run away and panic.
Yeah.
That would make sense. She fails the surgery and then goes, "What have I done?"
So she passed love
Okay.
family. So the previous roll, she rolled a 14
Would have been 19
plus.
versus 19, which is a critical.
All right, I think
If
Dallin's.
If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to do that on a critical success, you gain double your normal healing rate on that week and avoid deterioration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
what happens if I fumble? Do I succumb to hallucinations on my deathbed?
If you fumble, you suffer deterioration and you lose another D3 hit points.
So, is it worth it? Because I'm stable right now,
No,
right?
you're good. She just.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
she
She already
succeeded.
rolled. She already rolled. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is your mother
this
thing.
is looking back at the roll, which would have been impassioned.
Got you. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Well, yay!
because
That's
Zach
fun.
had suggested the love family, and then we got onto something else, and I forgot about it again, and then I think I even said it.
Thomas
It's
said
happening
something
tomorrow.
about it.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well,
So what we learned was your mom didn't love you enough the
Yes.
first time.
Bitter, unfortunate.
we lost Mark
Mark,
again.
you left us again.
All right,
Zach.
let's go ahead and
Welcome
close
back.
out before we lose Mark a third time here.
Yes.
Thanks everyone
Oh,
for watching. Hope
man.
you had a good time. Man, that was intense.
Got
Yeah,
tense
you
in
said
one
it.
there.
A
Yeah.
lot of injury, a lot of death. So,
Dallin, player of patience, dire of some guy.
Yeah, dire of some Saxon.
welcome to
This is, you know what this is? This is revenge for our hubris and my attacking them naked.
Why do I have to be on the end of that? I wasn't even there.
All right. Why don't we just do some quick outros? We'll start with Thomas.
Hello, I've been Thomas, and if I were to describe this session, thanks always to our viewers and indeed Bob.
And Mark.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I was just looking at our handy dandy Discord. By the way, did you know we have a Discord? Come check us out. You see great pictures like Dalen face down in the the river drowning.
That is there.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that one. It turned out nicely.
Yeah. So yeah, come join us for our shit posting and memes. I've been
Liam.
Mark. There you go.
Hi everybody, I've not been Mark. I've been Liam. I played Sir Dallin of Durnford. You can follow me at Twitter and on Twitch at Darth Coakley. I sometimes say funny stuff and sometimes stream things. I got a big project in the works that I'm not super ready to talk about, but you might see some familiar faces there. What else? You're all very lovely and I enjoy you being here. If I were to describe this session in a sound, I'd describe it with a wah!
Thanks.
About fits.
And our guest, Zach.
Hello, I've been not Mark or Liam. I have been Zack and partially Jarren, and I had a blast. I don't really do much of the internet things, so you can see me pretty much nowhere. And well, if I could describe this session, it is I can see why everyone hates the Saxons so much.
Yes.
They're just awful.
All right, thanks. And I'm Bob. I'm the guy that kept rolling critical 14s all night long on Dallin and other people. Sometimes the GM dice are ruthless.
The
That they
Goblin
are.
Knight was just like, I'll get him knighted. I'll have him have a good time, and then I'm just gonna immediately murk him from a distance.
Exactly. I don't have too much else to blast out yet. I've got something coming up called Gathering of Branches, which is a companion game to this. You'll see more about that soon. Yeah, we're getting ready to move out of the prologue here. Probably going to take another 10 episodes if I had to guess. But we're moving quick. We're moving through 483. And we are still have 3 player characters. So that's
Indeed.
exciting. We haven't had to sub anyone out full time yet. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to wrap here because it's getting late. Take care.
All right. See you, everyone.
Bye.